Hi, this is Daniel. Hey, Yang Gang. So we got some disappointing news tonight, but tomorrow's another day, and I'm here thinking about what I'm gonna do now, and even who I might support. And there's one person that I was thinking on the car ride here is thinking about, and that's Tulsi Gabbard, because she's an underdog too, and she supports a lot of the same kind of issues that Andrew supported. And guess who I ran into right here?
Hi, everyone.
This gentleman, I think you seem like a Tulsi supporter.
I might be a Tulsi supporter.
Yeah, there's kind of it's easy to tell who supports who with all the merge going on. But tell me your name and where are you from?
My name's Chris Smith. I'm in New Hampshire now, helping to get out the vote for Tulsi, but I am from Los Angeles, California.
Okay, and so I've met Tulsi many times. She's always been a class act. She posed for pictures with the Yang Gang. She even posed with the Yang bobblehead, which was fun. And a lot of people think of Tulsi and think the military-industrial complex. She wants to downsize it and not be in wars that we have no business being in, and that's her main thing. But you hand me a card and she has different policies on that card, obviously, and she recently supported universal basic income, something the Yang Gang is kind of passionate about. So why are you supporting Tulsi, and what kind of other policies can the Yang Gang, for instance, look at to say, hey, that kind of matches up, maybe we should throw our support for Tulsi?
Well, I think some things to think about. One thing I would say is interacting with all the different campaigns. When we would run into people from the Yang Gang, they were very supportive of Tulsi. They were quick to run over and shake our hands and say, hey, we love Tulsi too, and we love Yang too. So let me see this. Thank you. I would also say that all the campaigns, it was great to see so many people from all over the country come out to New Hampshire and really invest their time and their commitment and their energy to support their candidates, whoever they were, just because they felt it was important to democracy, and it was really refreshing to see that. Some of the issues that Tulsi supports, as you alluded to, definitely getting rid of the endless regime change wars. I know it's easy to lose track sometimes, but we've been in Afghanistan for almost 20 years now, and imagine what we could do with the billions of dollars that we have spent there on a mission that has really never been defined. The troops there don't know how to measure success because no mission objective has been given and no goal for withdrawal has been given. And so, by definition, that's an endless war and a regime change war. And those are the types of wars that Tulsi is looking to stop. Now, as somebody who's actively in the military, she's currently a major in the Hawaiian National Guard, and she in fact had to take time off the campaign at least 2 times to deploy with her unit. She's not somebody who's looking to dismantle the military. She has a lot of love for all of her brothers and sisters that are in the military, but as a person who served in the medical units, she saw the human cost of war on a daily basis when she was deployed in Iraq after 9/11. And so you can imagine seeing that firsthand. That can really make you reflect on when's the right time to go to war. And certainly if there's a need to defend the nation, Tulsi would be right at the front. She has the spirit of a warrior. She will be there to defend the nation. But in terms of going off on endless regime change wars, the because I said so wars, those need to end. We need to bring those resources home so that we can fund things like healthcare, fund things like education, and fund things that can help improve our environment. And those are also high on Tulsi's list. So I think some of the things that the Yang Gang might respond to as well is she did mention her support for UBI in the context of a question of Yang's proposal. And then also her approach is one of trying to work across party lines, starting to end this cancel culture where if you don't agree 100% with me, then I can't talk to you anymore and we can't discuss policies anymore. Because realistically, in order to get anything done in Congress, you have to work with the other side. Otherwise, these candidates who are promising all these proposals of all these things they're going to get done, guess what? They have to get it through a Congress controlled by Mitch McConnell in the Senate. And guess what? It's not happening. So they can be president with proposals. They're going nowhere unless they learn how to reach out and work with the other side. And that's fundamental to her approach.
Okay. Well, that's something important. To get things done, you have to be able to be with, negotiate with both sides. And I know that, like Yang, she had no problems being on conservative news and media outlets and talking about the issues. So, definitely appreciate that. So, is there any other big policy that speaks to you besides those two?
I think it's hard. It's hard to get away from the fundamental strategic notion of bringing the billions of dollars home from these regime change wars to fund all these programs. But certainly, people going bankrupt with healthcare expenses is huge to me. I think both she and a number of other Democrats are looking to reform healthcare.
Yeah.
The environment also is at the top of my list. There's a number of different ways to improve the environment.
So where can
But fundamental to her is it is unconscionable that the people in Michigan still do not have access to clean water all these years later. They've kicked the can down the road. I know that would be at the top of her priority list. And as somebody who's from Hawaii, protecting the environment is fundamental to how she was brought up and how she's lived her life.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously it's Tulsi. What is that website to go to?
Her website's tulsi2020.com.
Okay.
And one thing on a people-powered campaign like her, she's not taking any corporate money. She's not taking any PAC money. And so even a donation of just $1 goes so far in a campaign like this. And I know Tulsi would welcome the support.
Okay, awesome. Well, if you are upset about the Yang Gang not going on past New Hampshire here, Tulsi's still in it. Tulsi's still a change candidate like Andrew is and was. So definitely, I think it would be natural to throw some support towards her because she's still in it and has, some of the same things that we were fighting for. So that's just my take.
Hi, Yang Gang. We love you. Aloha.
And the Tulsi crowd has been super kind and welcoming to the Yang Gang throughout this whole thing. So from New Hampshire, this is Daniel. Thank you, beautiful people, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.